we just got back from a successful trip from Lowe's. We have some stuff for the car, like always. A lot of hardware. The reason we went and got a lot of hardware is because we're missing like half of the bolts for this body kit. It's supposed to be 2 back there, 1 right there, 1 on the other side, 2 on the other side that are missing, 1 right there, 2 back here, 2 right there, 2 right there, 1 right there. Yeah, we're missing a lot. So I finally took the car to Lowe's, took out some of the body kit and sized them with these, and we're just going to go ahead and replace every bolt on the body kit, even the ones that we have. Replace it with new hardware and it'll just look shiny and silver instead of this like faded blue paint that they did over it. So I think it'll look good. Maybe a change at least. So I'm gonna set it up on the tripod and then we're gonna get over there and we're gonna get to work. Alright, so on some of these, this one does, but this one does not have the actual fitting on the inside to allow it to thread on. So that's just gonna be something we have to figure out. I don't know where it went. I guess it fell out over the years. But since we're replacing everything, we're going to go ahead and take this one out as well and see what we can do about it. There's just 2 holding on the front bumper right now. This one and then 1 on the other side, the exact same spot. So yeah, happy we got that done. But I'm going to try and fix this and then we'll screw this one in. Same with these on the side. Alright, that is all these what's the word, hardware for these right here. Got the 2 new screws, got the 2 bolts, you can't really see them, let me get my light. 2 bolts with the actual nut on the other side. So this side is actually held on pretty good. So now we have to go, we're just gonna go right here, scoot down just a little bit. I already have the wheel turned and everything, so this should be simple. Okay. There we go. Alright, that's that was actually way easier than I thought it'd be. Alright. With this entire kit being full fiberglass, I'm not going to go too tight on any of them because as you can see right there, it's already cracked. So, but that's 2 more screws replaced. So now the front and the front of this, we're going to go back there and see what we can do. Alright, so we finished up. If we check it out, new hardware. And all those we could not replace. That one we could not replace. If we go around to this side, same thing. Could not replace those 2. Could not replace that one. But here we go. Some new hardware right there. New hardware right here. And we were not able to replace either of these because they drilled the holes in the wrong spot. If we wanted to fit it correctly, it would make this gap insane. So we have to figure that out another day. But I don't know if y'all really remember, but not nearly as much play in this bumper as there was because we're not missing 80% of the screws. But yeah, that's going to be it for tonight. I think tomorrow we're going to check the spark plugs, make sure they're not fouling us, because I did have a little bit of a weird idle when I went to get the hardware. So that could either be another boost leak, that could be an O2 sensor, that could be spark plugs, injectors, could be all sorts of stuff. So we're going to diagnose some of that in this video, but not today. So yeah, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Alright, we're back again. We got another boost leak somewhere. So my smoke tester hasn't come in yet. I did order one, but it's not here yet. So I'm going to go ahead and do it the old-fashioned way, hopefully for the last time. Okay, in case you're not familiar with what's going on this car, I'm going to fill you in real quick. I bought this car, had a misfire, random misfire, so I changed all the coil packs because they had giant cracks in them. And the past 2 weeks I've been chasing after boost leaks, which have been everywhere. I've replaced all of these hose clamps. I've changed hoses all over, tightened them, replaced hose clamps everywhere. Still, it did fine for a little bit. You saw in one of the previous videos, it did good for a little bit. But I'm assuming we started building more boost than this thing has seen in a while, and it has sprung a new one. Smoke detector comes in tomorrow. It's getting kind of dark. It's only like 5 o'clock. It's just winter time. So I'm gonna hook up the air compressor. If you don't know how I'm doing this, it's very simple. You can make it for about $2. Find a TPMS sensor and a cap that fits your mass airflow sensor, or at least the pipe that connects to it, and simply hose clamp it, and then you connect it like a tire, and then you air up the entire system. And with this, you can hear leaks if they're big enough. The reason I got a smoke tester is to test all the vacuum lines as well, and any of them that I just couldn't see with my... Okay, so far we've gotten the engine to hold a PSI at about, I don't know, we got up to like 8, 9, or 10 PSI, which is good for this engine, kinda. But I heard noises, so it's leaking somewhere over here and somewhere down there. It might be in the intercooler, I hope it's not, but I wasn't able to find out because as soon as I started hearing the noises, our dipstick decided to fly out. So what did I do? Something that's very, I think, S chassis like. I don't know if you can see, there's a zip tie holding it to another zip tie down there. So this cannot move. Hope I don't have to check my oil soon, because I can't. It's where I can cut it, so I can still. But I did just check it and it's fine, so we're good for right now at least. Until I can order another dipstick, because my O-ring replacement obviously did not work good enough. But now that that's holding it down, should be able to put some pressure in it and actually have time to look around before it flies out and lets all the air out. So, I'm gonna try this again. Not found any leaks. There's a lot of buzzing. It sounds like it's coming from down here. There's a lot of smell as well, so I can tell it's letting out something. Whenever I squish this pipe, it changes the frequency of it, but that shouldn't be anything. So this is straight to the radiator. Are we still holding PSI? Because that's still here. Yeah, we're holding just a little bit. I'm going to redo the connections to the actual intercooler. I didn't hear or see anything coming out of the intercooler itself, which means the repair is holding up. But maybe I didn't tighten those down enough whenever I reinstalled everything, so I'm going to go with that for now. The dipstick didn't fly out, so that was good. We got up to about 6 PSI. So yeah, I'm going to tighten up those hose clamps and then do it again and try and see if I can tell where it's coming from. Update. Finally found something. So, once again, our car was having some misfires. It was having weird idle. It was having low power, running rich, and running lane. 5 things. So, we did fix a lot of vacuum leaks. We fixed a lot of boost leaks. We fixed a lot of stuff. It still has the poor idle. It doesn't have it on cold start. And I believe it's the air recirculation system, or the EGR valve. Now, if we look at it, whenever I was applying pressure, I had a crazy amount of vibration coming from it. So what I'm about to do is take it off, look at it, see if it's clogged, and then take it to work with me and see what somebody that's more qualified than me thinks as well. Might try cleaning it off with some brake clean. See if we can get it unstuck, apply power to it, and see if it's clicking. We're going to test it out, and if it's good, we'll go to put it back in, and then try and relearn the ECU again, because I couldn't find anything else. All the way up to 10 PSI, nothing. But that was vibrating like crazy, making a weird humming noise and all sorts of stuff. Okay, update again. Really got my fingers crossed on this one. First of all, that was not the recirculation valve. That is somewhere else, I think, on the back of the exhaust manifold. This is, what's it called? The carbon something. Basically, it helps to release pressure from the fuel tank when the fuel comes to the engine, which this car has been having. Anytime I open up the gas cap after driving it, it hisses. Never thought anything of it. Well, we followed the lines. The other ones go where they're supposed to. This one on top, it goes along the top of here. It comes right here, and where I found it, it was just dangling right here with nothing, and where it's supposed to connect to had this cap on it. So that is a vacuum leak. I don't know if this is going to fix anything. I'm hoping it just makes it run perfect. That'd be cool, but I don't think that's going to happen. Let's see. Well, it started. Let me go check up here. Make sure nothing's on fire. It's still connected. Okay, it's running fine. Okay, let's watch the RPMs. Alright, another day, another problem with the 180. Still trying to figure out the idle issue, but we got a box in the mail. We're going to open this up, and if you've been keeping up, you should know what it is, but it's going to make our problems a lot easier, I hope. If this doesn't fix it, I did bring home all the tools that I'm going to need to check the throttle position sensor right here. And then I'm going to pull out all the spark plugs, check them, make sure they're gapped properly. And then if none of that works, I'm going to try and check the timing. I'm going to get me a timing light. And we're going to make sure that the timing's right. But we're hoping that what's in that box is going to save us from having to do all that extra work. Now this will allow us to know if we were correct. You might have seen this before. It's off the TikTok shop. Super cheap. Apparently they're pretty good, so I wanted to give this one a shot before I go out and spend a ton of money on one. And I'm going to get this set up, and then we're going to take it out of the car and try it out. Okay, so we got it all set up. Here it is. Hooks up to the battery. Hope we don't drain our battery dead. And the smoke comes out this end. We're going to get the cone one and hook it up right here. Okay, did the smoke test. Realistically didn't see anything. There might have been the smallest of leaks at the recirculation valve, which is right there where my light is. Not sure which hose, not sure what part, not sure if anything. Nothing else was leaking. Next course of action is going to be to take out the spark plugs because it's the easiest thing. And then check them all, look at them. See if they're bad, see if they're worn, maybe go get new ones. Okay, we got our spark plugs right here. They were all a little bit close, a little bit too small of a gap. Cylinder 3 was actually a decent amount. It was only at 22. They're supposed to be at 30 to 35 is what I read. I put them at 32 because I put them back in. I put these back in just so in case it's not supposed to rain, but in case it did rain, we wouldn't flood our engine. I'm gonna throw these back in. I know the exact order that they go in. Crank it up, see if it fixed it. Technically, it was incorrect, so there's a chance it'll fix it, but I doubt it. Okay, spark plugs are all gapped. Coils are back on. It's time to start the car. See if it's gonna work for us. If I could find the key. loose gauge showing that we do have vacuum. Quite a healthy vacuum, actually. It's always started up strong, so the startup is not really what I'm concerned about, but I do feel like it started a little bit faster. Update. It's still broke. Alright, it's the next morning. Still trying to figure out this mess. Smoke tester showed smoke coming from right down here. So I'm not sure if it's the recirculation valve or a pipe connected to it, or if it's the fitting that goes to the turbo, or if it's the housing, or if it's a hose that I can't see. I'm about to have a buddy swing by. We're gonna install something on the car, so y'all will get to see that. But for this, I'm just kind of lost.
An installation video, drill a hole. So I'm gonna test it out like this. With the other part of the video.